This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Well, today I like to bring something up while I'm painting here. As a matter of fact, we're working on some Interceptor stuff. We're going to be doing a lot of live stream of that, and I'm really excited to bring that to you. Now, the other day I did a live vlog more or less, and I was working on some of these actual miniatures as we speak. And I had gotten something in from a very good friend. A lot of you know him, Herman Lutman, a great friend of the channel, and myself, of course. He's, always been good to me, and I've always tried to be good to him. Matter of fact, he has most of my Shadows of Brimstone stuff, which I hope he's having a good time with, because I was able to paint a bunch of stuff and send it to him, which he really wanted to get into it, and that's the kind of friendship that we have. We always take care of each other. He had gotten some in, and he thought, hey, something, I love to paint, and I'm always painting stuff for the channel, and he thought I could use this, or it was just something that he had gotten, he had funded a few years ago and finally gotten, and he said, you know what, I have no use for it. Well, I send it to my pal Rob, and either he could give it away for charity or whatever, so forth and so on. And that is this right here. Now, when I got it, I was pretty excited about it. Fantasy Series 1 stretch goals from Blacklist Miniatures, okay? And there's just a ton of cool stuff and pictures and things like that. And they actually had some stuff out there for Altered Quest, which a lot of people, if you saw the other day's video, whenever this comes out, boy, people didn't like Altered Quest that much. They love Street Masters, weren't fans of Altered Quest. And I'll be honest with you, for me, it just didn't hit home. You can't always hit home runs. As I showed this off, and I said, well, something, I can use some of these figures for Warhammer Quest. I thought this was pretty exciting. Not knowing the history of these couple of boxes that Herman had sent to me. It seems that people are very upset because they were supposed to have this in their hands eons ago. And I do mean eons ago. And it made me think, because I started getting all kinds of letters and things to my email going, this is a very sore subject with a lot of people. Hey, how come you have that? Where's mine? Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't know where yours is. And I don't give a shit where yours is. Okay? And the funny thing about it is, this isn't the first time that this has happened. I don't back Kickstarters. I will help people fund them if I believe in the person, if I believe in the product. I'll be more than happy to. I stand by certain people. I know that they'll come through, and I try not to put my name out there in a negative light. If I happen to see a game and get it on eBay, get it second hand, or somebody hand it to me, and you don't have yours, who's to blame for that? Is it my fault? No. But it's always like, well, where's mine? I don't know where yours is, and I don't care where yours is. This is some of the reasons why I don't back Kickstarters. You're putting your money out there, and you're putting it at risk. I'll tell you who's to blame for it. You can blame companies to some degree, okay? You could really blame some companies and go, they promised me this, they didn't keep me informed, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. I get it. You can also look to some of the events over the last couple of years. Okay? COVID, shipping, shipping issues, price issues, recessions, all these other things that can come in and delay a Kickstarter. Could look at that too. But I think the biggest thing that you have to look at, and the biggest problem with this, is you. Go look at yourself in the mirror. Okay? Because when people whine like this, okay, and complain like this, and want to blame it on everybody else and say, oh, I'm so ticked off. It was your money. Nobody reached in your pocket. Nobody reached in there, took the money from you, and put it on here. Nobody reached in your pocket and told you to bet on number 7 at Aqueduct. Okay? It's you. You put the money out there. You put the faith in them. You believed what they told you. And when they don't come through, and you all know that a lot of Kickstarters come with a risk. It is a risk. You are trying to help somebody fund something to make something come to pass. And a lot of times, there are some bad companies out there. But you'll also get upset when a big company uses it as a reserve tool, which you know that you're going to get the guaranteed game, and pretty much almost on time. And then when you put out however much money and you don't get any contact from somebody, okay, because they already got your money, okay, you get upset. You want to blame everybody. And then when somebody gets it, well, where's mine? Where's mine? And you throw up your arm and you start getting ticked at that person. Well, why do you have it? And I don't have it. Who's to blame? Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You're the one that decided to fund these things. You're the one that decided to back these things. And if they give you no communication, and you got sold on a bill of goods that you didn't get, well, guess what? There's only one person to blame. Not the person that took your money. The person that gave the money. This is why I don't do it. I take a $100 bill out of my pocket and look at it, and I go, well, I don't need this for a couple of years. Are you kidding me? Or take that $100. Well, you have to have disposable income. Who has disposable income? I don't think any income is disposable. I really don't. I don't think any money is disposable. All right? I mean, to set fire to a $10 bill here would upset me for half a day. Because that's $10. I could probably got something that I could have got that was tangible. Don't get me wrong. Kickstarter works. For the most part, it works. And people get exactly what they ordered. Sometimes they are bitterly disappointed. Well, boy, I thought this was going to be good, but it turned out not to be good. But boy, what a great campaign they put together. And then sometimes you get the great, you take the people like from Oathsworn. Okay? Shadowborn Games. It gives you a game of the ages. Chronicles of Drumgore. Dungeon Universalis. Some other things that are out there. ISS Vanguard. Very good game. That used it correctly. It works. It works. But there's always a risk. And then you get, letters, oh, well, I've always done Kickstarter, and I've always done my research, and I've always been successful. But boy, you get burned that one time. You get burned that one time. That's all it takes. Well, you got to know the risks going in. Then don't complain about it when you don't get it. Be surprised if it ever shows up on your doorstep. Because if you're willing to take your money and put it out there into the ether, okay, nobody to blame but you. So, I go into a lot of these videos, when I get some of this stuff, and I go, oh, wait, this looks pretty cool. When it finally pops up or anything, don't do any research on it. And I take a look at it as somebody that just got something brand new and is interested in it. That's the way I do things. And I don't know the history of a lot of these things. It's not until I see your comments that I go, ooh, boy. Ooh, that's ugly. Ooh, you still didn't get yours? Ooh, sorry. Sorry about your luck. And I am sorry. I don't wish bad on anybody. But don't blame me. Blame yourself. Look in the mirror. You're gonna have to say, "Hey, boy, man, I got toasted." Now, listen, we all got burned at some point in our lives. Did you learn from it? Maybe you research a little harder. Maybe you see what this person's track record. Maybe you go, "Oof, is this going to come to retail?" No. Or is it coming to retail? Maybe I can wait till it comes to retail. Yeah, everybody get it a little early and they'll be raving about it, but let me see how everybody does with it. That's the way I do it. Wow, this looks really great. Let me see how this does when it comes to retail. These are weird times too, folks. A lot of these companies are going, oh yeah, I got a new Kickstarter. Hopefully it'll take care of the one that I had before. I could patch up some of the holes in the money that I owe from that. Because I underestimated. If this one really succeeds, I can get myself out of a hole. Can't keep throwing dirt in the same hole, folks. Can't keep throwing dirt in the same hole. But I'll tell you this much. When you put your money out there, you don't know. You just don't know. How many people are out there 3D printing miniatures, showing you these beautiful, beautiful sculpts, and saying, wow, boy, I hope my 3D printer can keep up with this so I can fulfill all these orders of this Kickstarter. How many people are having problems with China and all this other stuff? You take a risk. You take a risk. Unless it's a well-known company. Unless it's a Chip Theory. Unless it's a CMON. Unless it's a lot of different things. Okay? Now people are trying to self-fund without doing the Kickstarter. Trying to get pre-orders. Might be the smart way to do things, folks. The spirit of Kickstarter was ingenious. But when you come down to it, when it just is laid on the line, folks, at the end of it, it was an experimental thing to help small people fund things. It's evolved. Game Fund, it's evolved. And when this was created with all the greatest intentions for artists and all these different people to step out and be able to get their thing without having to go through major corporations and rejection, to put it to the people, great idea. But along with everything else in life, okay, there are people that will be out there to take advantage of things, to find the loophole, and like they say in the Carney, B.T. Barnum said it best, there's a sucker born every day. And there are people that will prey upon those people. I'm sorry, Fantasy Series 1, which another black eye for Blacklist after Alter Quest and now this. I'm sorry people are having problems with this. But, again, I didn't know. And this just presents and opens up a thing to a bigger problem. How much more of this stuff is out there? Look at all the stuff people are going through with Adam Poots and Poots. Sorry. and Kingdom Death Monster, which was one of the biggest Kickstarters of ever. How many people are waiting for thousands of things? I think you could put them all in the comments, and please do. Let's talk about it. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm too harsh for saying what I'm saying? Go ahead, put it in the comments. Because I don't think I'm far off. If I did something and I put my money out there and I didn't get it, I blame me. Because I'm the one that believed. Somebody told me to bet on number 2 down at the racetrack or highlight. Yeah, 2's going to win today. I'm telling you, I got a feeling. Oh, really? Yeah, I got inside stuff. Really? Yeah. And I took all my money and I put it on number 2. And number 5 wins. Do I blame the person that gave me the info? No. I blame me. Because I was the idiot that took my money out of the pocket and laid it all on the line. That's the way I see it, folks. You may disagree, but that's why we have these discussions. If it's handled in a constructive manner, that's for sure. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.